But then Lady Jane Grey's own father conspires with Thomas Wyatt and these other two men to launch a rebellion. Just a note, if your daughter is being held in the Tower of London, you don't go start another rebellion if you care about your daughter. So that all turned out very bad for Lady Jane Grey, of course. So those are the people who were involved in the rebellion. Like I said, they were Protestants. They feared not just Philip taking over, but this is also during the period of the Spanish Inquisition. And they were very worried about the Spanish Inquisition coming to England, which, of course, like so many things, brings us back to Monty Python.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
All right, so we got that out of the way. So Wyatt, at this point, was a significant landowner in Kent. Wyatt was known for being very impetuous, and he had previously spent time in the Tower of London for participating in a street riot. Now, Sir James Croft was from an influential Herefordshire family, and Sir Peter Carew was an MP for Devon and a maritime adventurer. They also joined the rebellion. Both were motivated by concerns about their future financial well-being and career prospects under Mary's reign. Initially, the plan was set for simultaneous uprisings in different regions. Devon, led by Carew, Kent, led by Wyatt, the Midlands, led by Suffolk, and Wales, led by Croft. These forces were then to converge on London and replace Mary with Elizabeth, who would marry Courtenay. And they also hoped that the French would be able to prevent Philip's arrival in England. However, the plan had to be put together very quickly. It wasn't well thought out or well planned out because, of course, they were worried that they were going to be discovered. Wyatt began the uprising on the 25th of January, 1554, by raising his standard at Maidstone Castle and rallying support in Kent. Despite some initial successes, including the capture of several royal ships and the defection of the Whitecoats, who were the royal troops, to his side, Wyatt's forces faced significant challenges. Carew's efforts in Devon were thwarted, leading him to flee to France. Suffolk was unable to garner enough support and was captured, and Croft raised forces in Wales but was surrounded and forced to surrender. Only Wyatt managed to press on, leading his forces to London. On the 1st of February 1554, Wyatt's forces reached Southwark, but found London Bridge closed and heavily defended. Undeterred, they moved to Kingston, crossing the river and advancing on London. Despite significant attrition and desertions, Wyatt's remaining forces reached Ludgate, but were repelled. Wyatt surrendered and was taken to the Tower of London. Following the rebellion's failure, Mary I's response was severe. Hundreds of insurgents were arrested, about 150 were executed. Poor Lady Jane Grey and her husband also executed, despite their complete lack of involvement in the rebellion. But I get it, right? As long as they're alive, they're going to be a figurehead for rebellion. And honestly, I don't know what her father was thinking, but I guess he had some idea that maybe it would work. Wyatt himself was also executed. This is when we see Elizabeth, Princess Elizabeth, being taken to the Tower under suspicion that she was involved in this. Wyatt cleared Elizabeth of any kind of complicity in the rebellion. Elizabeth was released 2 months after her imprisonment due to the lack of evidence against her. So Wyatt was tried with charges of high treason. Despite having some sympathizers, he was, of course, found guilty. Of course he was. And he was executed on April 11th, 1554.